Hi guys. Well, I don't know about this new webcam. This is as close up as it can get. It's like permanently on widescreen. Oh well. Now, as for the color and everything, my eyes are funny lately. I look at white and I see all kinds of different colors and things, soft pastel colors. So I don't know, shifting. As for this little gem, it's been a couple of years now. My eyes, things have been going on around my eyes. And so I started some Bach flower remedies lately. And it seems a lot of stuff came up to be released. Been sleeping a lot too. It is so nice to be older and not have to punch a time clock or anything. So I set a record the other day. I did not get up until 2 p.m. Oh well. You know, in my parents' generation, that would have been considered tremendously lazy. They were very well schooled in beating up on themselves. And I'm very happy that me and my generation are not putting up with that anymore. We're learning to be gentle with the self. You know, if the body feels like it needs to sleep and you're free to give it that sleep, do it. And besides, you know, napping is supposed to be a better way overall of getting our sleep instead of one big long rest. Anyway, why am I here? I don't have a clue. Well, maybe I have a clue. That's about all. What do I want to share? I don't know. Me. I want to share me and just be with you. We just had the blood moon, the full moon eclipse in April, and I stayed up to watch it. I was all charged up, and I was surprised. I felt it. I don't know what I was feeling, but part of it felt like waves of physical relaxation flowing over the body. So that would maybe indicate the lifting of some kind of a burden. I don't know. A lot of this stuff is new to me. Being in higher dimensions isn't new to me. Nor you. Kismet, honey. Hush. And a lot of us are very, very well planted, at least in 5D now. I don't know about you, but the way I was brought up, the idea was you want to transcend, you want to get out, you want to go beyond 3D. And that when folks died, they went to the other side, which was somewhere else. Now I know that that's bollocks, that's nonsense. There is no other side, it's all here. And the light beings and the orbs and the ETs and what the heck ever else there is, angelic presences, it's all here, it's all now. And I guess the most bizarre piece of it all is that we contain it. How can that be? You know? Cosmos contained in a grain of sand. Well, it's a dream. You know, 3D is a different layer, level, or dimension of dream. And it's funny that in the midst of our dream, we lay the body down to dream. It's hilarious. I mean, it's all very funny. As I'm waking up to it, it's laugh piled upon laugh. It is beautiful in its construction, but this is very much a dream, and it's built on belief. It's created by our thought. And so, very much like rows of vegetables, people were farmed for their thoughts, to create and control what they would think about, how they would think about it, how they would think. And it was to cultivate what those behind the scenes wanted by way of energy. We're energetic beings. And we have these huge energy fields. We're used to identifying with these little 3D bodies, and that's not us. We're energetic. And I don't even know that we're that. When you say, who is the I have no answer. I don't know. I have fun watching it reveal itself, and taking all limits down and undoing the programming. I have such joy. That's what brought me here. Such joy bubbling up and over that words just wanted to be spoken, The froth on the beer, the fizz on the champagne. We thought we had to go somewhere else, didn't we? Heaven. The other side. We thought we had to get out of here. I don't think so anymore. The idea I'm playing with now, well, for a while I have felt that the thing to do is a reversal of trying to leave. Instead of trying to leave, it's trying to be more present here. The higher self, if you will. Whatever that spirit part is, that is the real me. Not that there is such a thing, but anyway, to manifest that here. I mean, I see no reason we can't all be walking on water and flying through the air just as we do in our dreams. I truly see no limits. Our beliefs structure our limits, and the more we structure our beliefs, the more we take control of them, and go about removing the programming, transcending the programming that wanted us to be little and small and victims and helpless and yada yada yada. The more we dump 101% of that, what's left? Freedom and joy. That's all there is. Freedom and joy. It's just such fun. I guess I wanted to share a couple of odd things that I haven't been sharing for a while, because you reach a point where you just don't feel that you're going to be understood. And I used to care about that, wanting to be understood. I don't care so much anymore. It is what it is, and folks get what they get, and that's none of my business what you get from this. And so I'm just going to be and put it out there. I had a really interesting experience. One of the most interesting. Time has been strange, kind of like not coming in order. And the dimensions too. And this will illustrate it for you. I'm a currency collector. I've got a whole set of this and that, and so one of the currencies that I like. I bought a set. Whenever I can, I buy a set. And so I bought a set of all the denominations. Instead of just getting X amount, I decided I wanted one of all the different denominations that were available. And so I bought a set. And I shared it with my brother. And he was amazed. All the different, in different countries, the size of the bills will be different for the different denominations, instead of in the U.S., like they're all the same, they just have different numbers on them. They'll have different numbers and different colors and different sizes. And it's really rather amazing. And the security features and the different currencies. So we sat and we kind of marveled over it for an hour over a cup of whatever it was, tea, coffee, I forget. And later, and I gave that set of currencies to my brother. He laughs at it, but you know, I enjoy it. If it's ever worth anything, fine. If it's not, that's fine too. It's just something to collect. Later, when I went back to talk to my brother about it, and I wanted to exchange some of the larger denominations that I had so that I could have some of the smaller ones. And so I said, hey, half and half, you know. Let me give you one larger bill and you give me a few of your smaller bills, and that'll be good. And he said, well, sure, no problem. When I went down to make the exchange, or actually he came up here, what he brought up was only one denomination of bills. It was only 100,000 notes. That was all. And I asked him, I said, but Mike, don't you remember? And we talked, and you know, and this and that and the other thing. He didn't recall. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything, you know, nothing strange here to account for that. And so I could hardly wait until he left, because I was going to run to the computer and I was going to pull up the order and prove my remembrance of the event. It showed that it was purchased the way my brother had it, in only the one denomination. I'm pretty bright, you know. I'm not doing anything strange. I just had this really strange thing where all I can figure out is that it was maybe different timelines, or I don't know what. I don't know what. But I don't let it flip me out. I think it's fun. Everything is just good, better, and best, whatever it is. See, the cosmos is made of love. It's just love in form. And what's to fear in that? You know? What's to fear in that? In my world, there is no hell. And if there is, it's there for a very good and a very temporary purpose. I mean, after all, in 3D especially, the only constant is change, right? Well, that's a good thing. Everything's a good thing. It's all in you. It's all in how you've been trained to look at it. And so we get to choose our perspective, our point of view. Now, it might limit our circle of friends, because many will consider us just plain nuts, or a little light in the IQ, maybe. But you know, that's their loss, friends. That's their loss. We want things, we want to do things and go places to be happy. We think it'll make us happier than we are now. Well, what if we get in every minute to choose to be happy? What then? What if we're creator gods and we can really pull it off? What then? What if it just takes some practice? What then? What if there's no limits? What then? Truly, if the reality is eternity and infinity, kind of like the X and the Y grid, then the best is always yet to come. Always. Forever. Self-transcendent. Forever. Namaste.